Okay, on the way. Welcome to this player go test where I'll be taking a look at Alexander Isak. The 16-year-old striker says a 66 overall. Just had some really nice upgrades in the most recent career mode update, so nice to see that. But we're going to take a look at that play information first. So 6'3", right-footed, medium work rates, 3-star weak foot, and 2-star skill moves. So very interesting player from the start, being 6'3" with not too good of jumping or strength, so not exactly going to be much of a target man, but he has some decent pace. The agility is also not too bad. Balance is a bit low though, but definitely needs some work, and it's all up to you whether you want to train him or not. We have to see his physical growth throughout. He did grow fairly slowly, especially in these first few years, so I think, if you're not playing a super long career mode, you're probably going to want to train him to get the most out of him as a kind of just a pure goal scorer, as a finisher, and kind of get that agility up also with the beat your man drill. So that's certainly up to you guys though. I don't want to exactly tell you what to do, but I think that may be the way to go, especially because his finishing kind of started to lag later on in his career, which you'll see. And of course the physical stats again are just not growing too much, so if you're not playing like a 10-year career mode, I would recommend training him. If you're only going for 3 or 5 years maybe, I think I would train him, get the most of that finishing, the beat your man drill, short passing, etc. But still turned into a very complete striker. You can see acceleration went up quite a bit. Sprint speed has gotten some boost also, but it's not the huge physical growth that we've seen with some other players. But very well rounded, 83 short passing, 75 dribbling, 81 ball control, 76 finishing, very good long shots and volleys also. So doesn't have the highest of finishing, but I think because of how his shot power, long shots, and volleys were, I think that kind of helped cancel out the kind of not exactly subpar, but I mean, it was pretty good, but it wasn't as good as it should be for an 84 striker in my opinion. But at least the general individual stat wasn't that very good. But in game, he felt wonderful. He completed like every chance I had with him. He was very clinical in front of goal. You can see him putting the ball in the back of the net with these wonderful finishes. It's absolutely destroying the ball. Went with a lot of power with him, and it felt really good on the ball. So you see dribbling, passing the ball here. Wish I had a little bit more of the showcase of the passing and the dribbling, but for the most part, he was just in position for me to score. That's all I wanted him to do, was utilize that great shot he had on him. As soon as I got the space, I would just absolutely blast it and take advantage of some space. So really good, well-placed finish from him all throughout this and all these highlights. But another highlight again of him scoring a goal, getting into that space, using his pace to get a little separation, putting the ball in the back of the net. So his pace wasn't extreme. The acceleration sprint speed wasn't super high, but it was enough to get separation from many center backs. I just don't expect him to be dribbling through defenders. He doesn't feel exactly super light on the ball, I think, especially because the balance is a bit low. But again, has only 80 finishing, but it did feel a bit higher than it actually was. I just wish he had better jumping, because he has good heading accuracy. Also just could never seem to win a header with him, it seemed like. But very well-rounded striker regardless. He did end up getting some decent growth here and there all around. He has a speedster and distance shooter specialty, but his physical growth actually wasn't as extreme as other players I've done. Still had some decent growth here and there, but I do recommend training him in all honesty if you're going to be doing just like a 5-season max career mode to get the most of that finishing. But even without training, turned into a very good striker, very good dribbling, heading accuracy, the short passing is very high up there, and a good long shots, shot power, volleys. Just the finishing is subpar, but again, I feel like the other stats kind of cancel that out, and he felt like a very complete striker. I definitely would take a look at him, guys. With that, thanks for tuning in. I'll be signing out now, and I'll catch you guys later.